I'm learning a lot about the people here in Thailand, in particular, obviously, Northern Thailand. You know, I don't think I've met a city or a region of nicer people in my life, and I've traveled all over the world. Let me just clarify when they're not driving. When Thais are driving, it's madness, and I think they change into something else. But you get them off the road, especially within the local community that we're in, in Doi Saket. They're some of the most polite, giving, open, friendly people that I've ever encountered. And being Northern people, they take pride in that. They wear it as a badge of honor. They openly say it, Northern people are just nicer. Northern people are just friendlier. Northern people in the land of smiles actually live and breathe that concept. Coming from the West, where I think I've said in a previous video, we lived in a house for 5 or 6 years and never knew our neighbours. Back in April when we were here for a couple of weeks, being invited into our neighbour's house the day we walked past, and they waved and we waved and were invited in, and yeah, it's been a transition. It's been a transition. It's been a way I've had to change the way that I carry myself. I think in the West I would carry myself very guarded. I would avoid having to talk to people that I didn't know. I just simply wouldn't, I wouldn't smile at people I didn't know, and I certainly wouldn't wave. But here, it's just part of daily life, the smile or the nod or not so much the wave. It's a smile or a nod. Goes a hell of a long way here. And I have loved it. It's forced me to open up a little bit, and just be a little bit more friendlier to people. I feel like I don't have to be as guarded here. No, look, I'm not giving up state secrets here to these people, but when I say I don't have to be as guarded, it's just a normal way of life to smile at people who walk by you and say hello and stop for a chat, and yeah, well overdue for me, well overdue. Something I get asked all the time, and I probably asked myself this a fair bit before I actually came here: is Thailand really as cheap as it used to be? Really as cheap as some people think it is? I guess for me, what I've learnt so far, the answer is yes, it is, and no, it isn't. Yes and no. It all depends on what you wanted to do. There are certain things here that are significantly cheaper than in the West. For example, I got my car washed yesterday. Sawasdee krap. I got my car washed yesterday. Just the outside, 60 baht, motorbike washed, 30 baht. So for 90 baht, so what's that? I don't know, $4.50 Australian or something. I got my car and my motorbike washed. That's exceptionally cheap. And let me make it clear, it was just the outside of the car. They did not do the inside. But hey, they blackened the wheels, the tyres, and got up into the back tray of the pickup and sprayed all that out as well. So fantastic. You know what we might do? Let's do an experiment. Let's get, I don't know, Khao Soi. Khao Soi is staple here in Northern Thailand. Let's go Khao Soi. Let's go get some Khao Soi at my local. We use the word restaurant very loosely for this place, and then let's go to a more upmarket restaurant. And when I say upmarket, I'm probably more so referring to what we would call a restaurant in the West or back in Australia. And then let's go to a 5-star hotel, just for the sake of thoroughness with my survey. So we'll get Khao Soi at all 3 places. We'll compare the price. Good afternoon.
How are you today?
Good, thank you.
Just for this purpose, it's going to be the
Perfect.
This is going to be for the Khao Soi. And this is going to be a soup. May I pour for you?
Sure. Perfect. Cup and cup.
With your food.
Thank you. A little bit more fanfare here at the Shangri-La. So the noodles and the chicken come out in a bowl, and they come and pour the soup component for you. Beautiful. Yeah, looks very good. I don't put a lot of condiments on my Khao Soi. I just pretty much go in raw. I did not mention, but it looks like it's okay. I meant to say no coriander, because there's something wrong with that shit. I hate coriander, but it looks okay. My 300 baht Khao Soi. Well, I'm not very good. I'm in camera. I'm not very good with chopsticks. I'm not bad, but I'm not very good. So, what you don't need to see is me shoveling this in my mouth and getting Khao Soi all over me. Because whenever I eat Khao Soi, it ends up all over me. So, I'm going to enjoy my 300 baht Khao Soi, and I shall come back to you when I've consumed it and give you my thoughts. So, yeah. Oh yeah, yes. Cup and cup. So that was my 300 baht Khao Soi combined with my 180 baht singer. Look, it's no worse. I mean, it's as good as the Khao Soi I get at my local place for 50 baht. I think it was 50 baht. Is it better? No, it's exactly the same. It's presented nicer, obviously. Look, I'm not sitting on plastic chairs and a metal table, sweating my ring off under a corrugated iron roof. Cup and cup. Now, I think we've just had a little breakdown in communication. I thought he asked me, can he take my empty beer bottle? And I said yes. Apparently what he was asking me, would I like another? And apparently I said yes. So now I'm going to have to drink this. Another 180 baht. So, Khao Soi. 2 singers, 660 baht. Huge amount of money compared to what you would pay locally, but in the spirit of our experiment, it had to be done. It had to be done. And look, probably just to ensure the thoroughness of the experiment, I will consume this second singer. I won't complain. I won't cause a scene. I shall consume the beer and not complain and pay for it at the end. Yeah. Probably the next subject needs to be my struggle with communication here in Thailand. That's probably coming up next. I'll talk to you then. Cheers. So here we are at my local. I'm here a couple of times a week. Clean, good food. There's a bloke here that speaks pretty good English, so I can order what I need. Chicken Khao Soi. Second part of our experiment. Yesterday we were at the Shangri-La. If you recall, 300 baht chicken khao soi and 180 baht small Singer beer. Now, update from yesterday. What I forgot to add was I forgot to add the tax. In a place like Shangri-La Hotel, you got to add the tax, 17% tax. So that took us up to about 776 baht, something like that. So far, my khao soi here has cost me 60 baht. Now, granted, these guys don't sell beer, so to ensure consistency with the experiment, I'm gonna have to go to the 7-Eleven or to Grandma's shop and buy myself a beer after this, add that onto the price, see how close we get to the 776 baht from yesterday. Now, granted, we are sitting on plastic chairs with a metal table. There is the highway 10 meters, 15 meters away from me with trucks and motorbikes and you name it screaming past us at all sorts of speeds. I get that. But my point with this video is you can certainly... Is Thailand still cheap? It's what you choose it to be. You've got options. You don't have to be eating 300 baht khao soi. The options are to eat 60 baht khao soi. Now look, yesterday I remembered to tell them no coriander. Today I forgot. The only difference between the food I ate yesterday and the food I ate today is that this one has specks of coriander in it and that yesterday didn't. That's it. Outside of that, it tastes exactly the same. Thailand is only as expensive as you allow it to be. Now look, don't get me wrong. I don't live on 60 baht food. Pretty much is how we sort of run it. Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, we eat Western food. Other 4 days, we eat Thai food. And that could be from the market, that could be from a little restaurant like this. You would call this a roadside stop, a roadside diner, or it could be cooking. And that seems to work okay. But I'm going to finish this khao soi. I'll come up with a final answer in a few minutes when I finish this, and I shall let you know. So finish the khao soi, finish my water. I have officially been fed and watered for 60 baht. In Australian dollars, that's less than $3, $2.80, something like that. Can I eat this every day? Well, I love khao soi, but I don't want to eat it every day. And I don't. How many times a week do I have khao soi? Once a week. Once a week. I do love it. We got to go get ourselves a beer just to show. Here's my challenge. Yesterday their beer was 180 for a small. I think I can buy a large Singer for a third of that price. A third of the price of a small Singer at the Shangri-La Hotel yesterday. Dig a little bit deeper for the Singer. There she is. Cup. we have it, folks. 65 baht, large singer.